Alright, everybody. I hope everybody week being good. So the original plan was for this podcast was to have TyBear's birthday on it, but you're okay with me sharing this? Then we come back to that. We come back to TyBear's birthday not being on the podcast in a minute. Don't COVID. I mean, my mom. Funny thing. Since COVID been around, my mom had COVID. My dad had COVID, my sister had COVID, everyone around me got COVID besides me. But since COVID, I never got COVID. Stop trying to make me sick, I have a job to do. That's how I am. My body just shuts down, right? My body does not want to do anything when I am sick. Mm. Oh yeah, because you don't like me and don't want to talk to me. For a mission trip, I need people to know Jesus. Or Mario 2, I got me a new job. My first day is this. Am I dead? Hello? Can you hear me? I don't know what that was about. See, guys, we always have an issue with something. I think I was, yeah. But my first day is Saturday, which when this video comes out, it will be past that Saturday. But so when this podcast come out, there was a chance that Saturday being passed and done with. But I was talking about last week Saturday. Or for us, it's tomorrow. But anyways, so tomorrow is my night on the live. I didn't eat it either because I've been so busy this week. On the top of my head. Okay, I have one. It's a YouTube testing though. Out of all your videos you posted, which one, just top 3 favorite videos you done? What are your top 3 videos you done? See, now I wasn't prepared for this. Okay, so I would say I have a favorite, but I don't really think this would count as my favorite. It probably will be. Yeah, I can't really think of a favorite episode, but favorite series, I probably would have to say. Oh, I done a bunch of series a lot over the years. Yeah, I would say that too because I put the most effort and time into that than any of my other series. I mean, don't get me wrong, I put effort into my podcasts, I put effort into my challenges, my tab videos, I put challenging effort into my pushy video. Only video I don't really put effort in is my Five Nights at Freddy game pacing, which sounds bad to say, but I mean, I probably would have to say my favorite is my Dominance Worthy World series. So before I answer that, do we have anyone from that World Pace Over that watches your live stream? Okay, Ruby. It was actually pretty good. It was decent. In case y'all didn't know, which I think TyBear live stream my first time playing with him. It was actually. Mm-hmm. For my first night, it was pretty fun. I had this dude that asked me if I had. It was that motorcycle we pulled over. Remember? Like, why would he ask me that? I am a cop. Of course, I have it done. Right? It was just because he was like, "Well, oh, you knew?" And I was like, "Yeah, I am. I've been trained by you and everything." And he was like, "That's cool. That's cool." And then he asked me if I had it done. That was a very dumb person. Oh yeah, that tortage, with the dead body on the sideboard. Yeah, I was there. Is really? Oh, I didn't know that. To answer your testing, I enjoyed it. It was different. Yeah, and then on Wednesdays when y'all will pay, I won't be able to come because of church, and then it. Yeah, so it's as of right now. I don't know. I know this Sunday I probably won't be off due to me being new at my job. Next Sunday I am not. I am not making. I'm not even doing on my Xbox because that Easter Sunday I am gonna be at church that day all day. And then the 27th is my baptism. I definitely won't be on any. And then, as of April Sundays, I won't have any Sundays available. Yeah, but when students out in May, it will be easier for me to go to work, on work pay, make videos, and go to church and all that. But with students in session right now, it's more difficult for me to join or do videos. Which I don't know say this right now. I am still gonna try to make videos like Chicken Pot, the podcast, but as my main series does, I will try to do my dominant. Mm. But what I saying is I was thinking about just dropping YouTube in general, but I enjoy making videos. That I do. But so what I don't do is still make videos, but not how I instead of having all the videos made in the 3 days I have nothing to do, and videos won't be coming out every week. They will still be coming out, but not every week like they have been. Yeah, and I do apologize, but I said I do enjoy having new videos out every week, but with this new job and with church and Sue, it's kind of difficult to manage all that. Um, but maybe during the summer, I would be back to making videos on a daily basis. That's what I'm hoping. Now, I'm not saying that what's gonna happen. We shall see. But yep. That's my. Yeah, why did you do that to yourself, Ty? Okay. Um, back to that. Easter is coming up with. I'm sorry to cut this off, but Easter coming up, the day that Jesus came back from the dead. So, with that being said, Easter, what you gonna do for Easter? What are you gonna do for Easter? No, that's next Sunday. This Sunday is the Passover Sunday. Or Palm Sun. No, that Friday is this upcoming week. This Sunday that we videoing this is Palm Sunday, which is 13th is the Passover Sunday, or Palm Sunday. That this oh you're talking about this actually or the week that this video is coming out? Because that Friday is the 18th. That Friday is the 18th. But everyone does different stuff on Easter, and yeah, he must be because Easter is next Sunday, not this Sunday. Sunday before my baptism. I know for me, this Sunday is Palm, and not bad. At least you passing. Uh, You remind me, I need to check my days on food. See how I doing. Yeah, see how I doing. Alright. They often say sign. I have a A. I have a 99 though, which is not bad. A PSAP, which is a SAT or ACT SAT Pepin test. It prepares you for the ACT and SAT. And they have you take a test, and if you pass the test, you're able to take the test. Yeah, I passed the test. Right now, I have an F in there because my teacher decides to put in the bad days before he puts in the good days. Okay, now what? Hold on, I'm about to sing chill because, I don't really tell. I don't tell this if y'all see it. But as you see, he puts in the bad days before he puts this task right here. Okay, can you hear me? Okay. So this task, which is called PSAP, as you see right here, we have a combined science, math, English, and reading all into one task period. So each day is a different teacher that teaching. The teacher I'm talking about is the one that puts in F's and D's and everything. As you see on this one right here, I made 57 on. And then, this one I made 43 on. I hate this boat. Yeah. On the past two things I made a B and I made it was a and B or a B and C. It was a B and C or something like that. Of that. My name. And then all science, I have. Why does it want to do that? Orphan Trade Science, I have a 99 for the semester. You also have to think we went to different SU districts too. This is the sort of county SUs. So T3 is 9 weeks. So this is not. You know what 9 weeks is, right? Yeah. So pretty much the semester is 2 9 weeks combined, and the 9 weeks are divided up in semester. Right? T1, T2 is the first semester, and then T3, T4 is semester 2. Y1 is the entire thing altogether. And if you see T1, T2, and S1 cover up because I did not have those tasks this year. Or last semester. Last semester, this is last semester. I had world history, algebra, biology, and bang. I have a 100. Yep. I have in bang. I had 100 in biology. I had 98. I had 92, and world history 97. And hold on. Pop that up. This is what I have this semester: 91, 64, 99, and 100. In English, he does the same. He does the exact same thing he does in PSAP. He puts in the as you see, he put all the third days in. Besides, what's messing my day up now to make day 96 is this B right here. It's much different. Yeah. Rich, he probably gave me an 80 on that one because me and my classmates was working together on it because he wasn't there. So, he wasn't there, so he was like, hey, do this assignment because that's your assignment today. So me and my classmates was like, know what? We can work together and get it done faster. So if I made 80, everyone else made 80 because we all got the same answers. Yeah, and he didn't say we told him. So, if he would have put on the board, do not work together, this is independent thing, we wouldn't have done that. We would have done it by ourselves. But no, it just said, it's done. Okay, did done. Hey, y'all wanna come work with me? Yeah. We have 4 people in my we have 4 smart people in my task. Me and the other 3 people, and I got all the smart people with me, and was like, let's get this done. And we got it done in 30 minutes. And that is a 2-hour task. That's a 2-hour task. So then done in 30 minutes had that be on it. Not bad. I told him to find out we was the only one that did that assignment. No one else in the class did the assignment. That was fun. I told my teacher when he got back the next day, I was like, well, I know you probably didn't want us to work together, but we did. And it's not cheating because you didn't say we totally work together. It was like, so y'all cheated. I was like, no, we work together. We put our minds together and work together. He a goofball. He makes jokes. He was like, you fine. So yeah, those are my days. I need that C, that S to come up, but he only wants to pull in the bad days. I don't know if I think, yeah, they wouldn't have let you do that if you didn't pass the test. You wanna see what I wrote down in my tests? Like, this is really website, or not website. This app that we own is what we use to submit our work and everything. When we have to like do an essay, we submit it on here, and these are we able to text our teacher and say, hey, teacher, I need this to be done. So what we did today in open space science, this is open space science. We did this. We did for 0.3 to 0.4 testing, and we talking about GR, time sales, and a pretty easy test. This is the one that I have a 99 in. We also doing an essay too, which I can pull that up, and then we had the board tapped on. That's what we did today, but obviously it's not no information on here that people can use. So oh yeah, I bet. So this is our 9 weeks project. We had to choose a volcano to do a page essay on. It's a 9 weeks project, so it's not due yet. But I chose Yellowstone. Oh yeah, I have that in my essay. If a similar super eruption was to occur today, the effect will be likely to impact a large portion of the U.S. and partially causing global climate changes. So we could assume that if people was there, a lot would have been affected by it. What was the global effect? Oh yeah. But if you read this that I have up here, it was talking about the last major eruption of Yellowstone, and pretty much the effects or the effects was the lava TikTok, the ash deposit covering much of the western North America, potentially caused global warming. This eruption caused the down collapse into the magma reserves. The amount of ash, molten rock, gases which are that help trying to find. It will release stuff of the oxide into the atmosphere. It will decrease temperatures around the globe, and pretty much climate change due to the that what we were been working on every Friday. We didn't do nothing this Friday for the fact that we had an assignment to do, so that way we can get ready for this test. Last 9 weeks we did. What was our last 9 weeks? We had to come up with a moon. Pretty much. A moon was. Make sure this is it. Yeah. We have depends on which major eruption. If it's talking about like the eruption or the last major eruption. Anyway, last 9 weeks we had to come up with a moon or a planet, and we had to make life on it. So the people I work with, we chose Io, which is one of Jupiter moons. And pretty much what we did, we had to tell the history of Io. We had to talk about the orbit of the moon around Jupiter. We had to talk about its surface. And we had to talk about energy sources available. And we had to do life traits for Io. So pretty much he wanted us to pick a planet or moon and come up with life forms for it. So yeah, pretty much. And pretty much we had to, because it was like, these are the people I worked with last 9 weeks. This dude right here, the Vincent dude, he did not do nothing. It was just us three, but he still got the 100 for it. We also had to make a PowerPoint or it was me, 2 females, Dude, I had this PowerPoint. It was either make a PowerPoint or go buy stuff to make like a vision board. I know, but I just kind of felt bad. Anyways, so we chose PowerPoint. So we made a PowerPoint about stuff, and we had all type of point details. And these are we had to make these for it, right? And these was our species. We have the bifor, sapoi. I forgot what pism, and it's pretty tough. So that was last night, and to go, if we go to what we did today in PSAP, oh boy, today we read a short story which is called, I forgot what it was called, but we've been reading this book which I can actually show you the book. We had to write a 5-page, oh not 5-page, 5-paragraph essay about the two books, paired to the book. This is the book that we're reading, The Day Expedition. We also made The Dismas Tale and other book. And this book or short expo was a love and head, so pretty much was about a woman from the underside of the world to do an arranged marriage. Do you know what arranged marriage is? Yeah. So pretty much we had to write about 8 tales right here. Why should they had to change themselves to be able to be loved by other people? And who among us can say we haven't done something similar to bring attention at some point, or I don't know. Shall we change who we are to be in order to be accepted? And then we had to talk about this book for a little bit, and then we had to talk about this short story, and then we had to talk about who says we don't do that too, and then yeah, pretty much that's what we did today. But that's interesting, right? Very interesting. That's what we've been doing today. I, I know, right? This book is the book that we had to just, the essay I just showed you about. It is called The Day Expedition by Charles Dickens. It is a, how many page book? A big book, as you see. The Dismas Tale. 516 pages. I read the book of The Dismas Tale. I watched the movie. We also went to see the live action play of it. Yeah. I don't know if they still do it. Might be able to. We went on a field trip to watch it from at the Memphis. You know where Memphis is, right? Maybe not. No, Tennessee. They have a studio in Memphis. Memphis is kind of like a major city for Tennessee. Besides, imagine Nashville. You know what Nashville is, right? Tennessee. It's the capital of Tennessee. How do you not know where Nashville is? Well, it's the capital of Tennessee, so it's in Tennessee. Just like Jackson, Mississippi is the capital of Mississippi. Jackson is Mississippi capital. And California, is it not LA? No, I don't. I have never guessed that. I would assume it was LA. Why did Sonic? Oh yeah, see, it isn't. See, y'all have Disney World down where you live, or is it Disney World or Disneyland? Or Disney World is older. So I want to ask you this: How was the Montague? How was the Montague movie? Apparently, Montague is a top #1 movie out right now. That actually surprises me because you know the Super Mario movie they were having jackpot. Well, I think if I'm not mistaken, the Minecraft movie profit was $150 million. If I remember correctly, they said that movie made $301 million. That was double the profit that and it's still making money day. So I mean, since it been out and it been out for a week, so it may be more money now than that. Um, I just didn't realize that my tab was the movie was going to be that big. Um, and I know you don't care much about it, but they making Five Nights at Freddy 2 movie. What do you mean? By all means, but I still haven't seen it. I want it to come out till now. I think yeah, they're definitely gonna be a second one. There won't be no doubt. If you wouldn't copyrighted for it, I would say I know you don't tell much about it, but they made it Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie. Uh, so, yeah. The first movie was actually like the trailer of it. It looked like it was going to be a bad movie because everyone was hating on it. Kind of like how they was hating on the Sonic movie and on the Minecraft movie. Everyone thought it was going to be bad, but when it came out, everyone was wow. They kind of like Jamal. They kind of like put the Jumanji. Yeah. I want to see it, but I want to. Let's just say YouTube and Snapchat and Instagram and Facebook is not a good place to go on when you want to watch a movie that just came out because they post stuff and scenes and people doing memes of the movie where they throw popcorn up and Jack Bat says something and I was expecting you to say cheating Jardy. With it making double the profit that it was supposed to make, or what they predicted it was gonna make, must be a rated the movie thing. I see what they're trying to do. I mean, the first Dane movie that came out was Sonic. That was the first. Oh, let me rephrase that. I could be wrong, but since I've been alive, the first Dane that was to become a movie was Sonic. Right? Okay, so video game wise, it's probably Sonic, huh? Okay, let's what to say. So, no, I was wrong. No. So I don't know if this is an animation version or it's a live action one, but it was Super Mario Bros. The Date Mission to Rescue Princess Peach, released in 1986. Oh yeah, it was a no, it was an animated film. Let's say live action. It was Super Mario Bros. In 1993. So yeah, so Super Mario Bros. Was the first one, and then assuming the second one was Sonic, and then the third one was Five Nights at Freddy's, and now Minecraft. So with that being said, since we didn't off topic of what this podcast was supposed to be, we were supposed to be asking each other stuff. What if they was to if they was to make a movie based off of any game? What movie or what game will you want it to be? Have not been made yet. Like we have a Minecraft movie, we have Five Nights at Freddy's, we have Sonic, Mario. There's one that have not been made into a movie yet. Halo have a TV show, so I would count Halo as a game that has a movie dash TV show. I kind of want to see. Let me see. Or do we? Apparently, so they were supposed to make one, but it got shut down in 2020, which I assume that was because of COVID. So yeah, there was supposed to be a Call of Duty movie, but it got shut down due to in 2020. I kind of want to. I know this might sound bad, but I kind of want to see GTA as a movie. Who does? I wouldn't want to play Trevor either. Interesting. So why did he continue to do it? The money, I bet. I'm ready to see what GTA 6 does. I'm ready for that game to come out, if it ever comes out. It's supposed to, but they also been saying that for, what, 10 years now? Hopefully it does, because I'm ready to see what... It's supposed to have AI in it. Which, I am very interested to see what they're gonna do with AI in PCs. week? No, not because yeah, because Hollywood, right? Well, it's not called Hollywood in GTA. It's called something Hollywood. Yeah. But we know it's supposed to be Hollywood. I don't see why they just don't use the real name, but hey, what's about to tell you? It could be due to not wanting to give the CD a bad name, too. I don't remember what GTA 6's CD is supposed to be based off of. I know it's one of the major CDs, though. Interesting. Only if they can make a GTA game based off of Mississippi. Never gonna do that. Yeah, that one was pretty obvious. Yeah, that one was pretty obvious. Which one that one was based off. Yeah, I probably would say a mixture of all above. A better bit of everything. You know what I really want to do? If one day I really want to go to the YouTube conventions where YouTubers go to and meet people, like meet their fans and everything. But you know, you have to be like over what, 1 million subs to be probably invited to that. No, I'm talking about like having a booth and like setting up a booth and finding all that and talking to fans and all that. Instead of like buying ticket and being visitor. Yeah. I make my icon fit. It's interesting because if you think about it, that how a bunch of people got famous. They went out kind of like a famous country singer or anything. Before they became famous, they was doing songs in the mama basement, making songs and going to like alcoholic bars or anything, just singing with the hooks out. It takes a lot to get famous. It really does. How long have you been doing this podcast for? I know it's probably been over an hour, but yeah. Yeah. No, I have a bunch of church stuff to do this week, or this week was busy with church stuff, trying to get ready for our Easter service next week. We have something doing a Easter event tomorrow, and then Sunday we have services, and so it's been a busy church week for me. I've been doing stuff. Yeah, that too. So that pretty much sums up my week in 2 words. Church. um, yep. So what about you? We've been having technology issues at our church this month. Yeah. How about you come to church in person? Well, okay, that makes sense. I didn't really think about those people, you know. I was talking. I said that. I apologize. I said it too about the people that just lazy and don't want to get out of bed. People, not the people that have a real reason not to be able to go in person. I'm talking about the lazy. Yeah. Mm. I don't know, man. Yeah. We talk about our weeks. We talk about random subjects, like always. I say this is a dead podcast to end on. Well, my bad. I didn't even know I was gonna do that myself. I was expecting to come home, do that video, do the podcast, and call it a day, but didn't happen. Yep. You know what you made? Bye bye.